I became a meteorologist first because I'm interested in the weather. Also, I'm interested in telling stories. I started in the business as a journalist, and I really like being a storyteller, and I think that weather is just another story that we tell when we do the newscast. But I think it's also often the most important story, because people always want to know, what's it going to be like tomorrow? What's it going to be like this weekend? Because I'm planning a picnic or I'm planning a birthday party. And so I like being able to tell people what I think is going to happen, why it's going to happen, and tell it in the way of a story.
So I became a meteorologist because I always really liked math and science, and I always also enjoyed a good thunderstorm. And whenever there would be a thunderstorm, my dad and I would sit out on our covered porch. We would watch it roll in. Obviously not when it was a severe thunderstorm though. But yeah, so I always liked math and science, and I had a performance arts background as well. So I did a lot of theater, a lot of music, and pretty late in high school, I think I was a sophomore or junior in high school, I thought about what I wanted to do when I got older, right? And I thought about broadcast meteorology as a really cool way to combine my love of math and science, but then also this performance arts background to be able to communicate science in a fun and interesting way. So that's kind of how I got into it.
I love the weather. I love the weather just as much now as I did when I was 3 years old. I remember being, really young, and my parents would put me in front of the TV to watch the news, and I was enthralled by it, but particularly the weather segment. I grew up on the Weather Channel. I grew up watching Jim Cantori when he had hair. I still love him to this day, so I am just super passionate about it, and that has not waned the older that I've gotten. If anything, it's just as intense as it was when I was super young. So it's just something innate or something inside of me. I just love weather. I love all things weather.
So my advice to a younger version of myself would be to always try 110%, always give it your best, and just remember, if things don't go your way or how you envisioned in your head, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it, because that'll just lead you to kind of a spiral of unhappiness and beating yourself up. So just forgive yourself, but also try your best.
Follow your instincts, follow your gut, follow your heart, do what you want to do, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and just have faith and have trust that eventually that everything's going to work out well. It may not work out the way that you thought it would, but that if you keep trying and you keep optimistic and you put your full faith and effort into what you're doing every day, that it will all work out. And when you look back, you'll say, this might not have been exactly the way that I thought that it was going to turn out, but it's pretty good.
I've always been about hard work. I've always learned a hard work ethic from my family, my parents, who both work super hard and always have. So I would tell my younger self that, keep working hard, keep doing all the things that you're doing, because ultimately it will pay off. So that would be it.